And Yahweh said to Moshe, Now see what I do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand he is going to let them go, and with a strong hand he is going to drive them out of his land. And Elohim spoke to Moshe and said to him, I am Yahweh, and I appeared to Abraham, to Yitzchak, and to Yaakov, as El Shaddai. And by my name Yahweh was I not known to them? And I also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their sojournings in which they have sojourned. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Mitzrites are enslaving, and I have remembered my covenant. Say therefore to the children of Israel, I am Yahweh, and I shall bring you out from under the burdens of the Mitzrites, and shall deliver you from their enslaving, and shall redeem you with an outstretched arm, and with great judgments. And shall take you as my people, and I shall be your Elohim. And you shall know that I am Yahweh your Elohim, who is bringing you out from under the burdens of the Mitzrites. And I shall bring you into the land which I swore to give to Abraham, to Yitzchak, and to Yaakov, to give it to you as an inheritance. I am Yahweh. And Moshe spoke thus to the children of Israel, but they did not listen to Moshe because of shortness of spirit and from hard slavery. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Go in, speak to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to let the children of Israel go out of his land. And Moshe spoke before Yahweh, saying, The children of Israel have not listened to me, and why would Pharaoh listen to me? For I am of uncircumcised lips. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, and gave them a command for the children of Israel, and for Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Mitzrayim. These are the heads of their fathers' houses. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Chanach and Palu, Hetzron and Carmi. These are the clans of Reuben. And the sons of Shimon, Yemuel and Yamin, Ohad and Yachin and Sohar, and Shaul the son of a Canaanite woman. These are the clans of Shimon. These are the names of the sons of Levi according to their generations: Gershon and Kehath and Merari. And the years of the life of Levi were 137. The sons of Gershon, Libni and Shammai, according to their clans. And the sons of Kehath, Amram and Yitzhar and Hebron and Uziel. And the years of the life of Kehath were 133. And the sons of Merari, Machli and Mushi. And these are the clans of Levi according to their generations. And Amram took for himself Jochebed, his father's sister, as wife. And she bore him Aharon and Moshe. And the years of the life of Amram were 137. And the sons of Yitzhar, Korach and Nepheg and Zikri. And the sons of Uziel, Mishael and Elzaphan and Sithri. Aharon took to himself Elishava, daughter of Aminadab, sister of Nachshon, as wife. And she bore him Nadab and Abihu, Eliezer and Ithamar. And the sons of Korach, Asir, Elkanah, and Abiyasaph. These are the clans of the Korachites. And Eliezer, Aaron's son, took for himself one of the daughters of Putiel as wife, and she bore him Phinehas. These are the heads of the fathers of the Levites according to their clans. This is Aharon and Moshe, to whom Yahweh said, Bring out the children of Israel from the land of Mitzrayim, according to their divisions. They were the ones who spoke to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to bring out the children of Israel from Mitzrayim. This is Moshe and Aaron. And it came to be on that day when Yahweh spoke to Moshe and the land of Mitzrayim, that Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, I am Yahweh, speak to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, all that I say to you. And Moshe said before Yahweh, See, I am of uncircumcised lips. Why would Pharaoh listen to me? Isaiah 56. Thus said Yahweh, Guard right ruling and do righteousness, for near is my deliverance to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man who does this, and the son of man who becomes strong in it, guarding the Sabbath, lest he profane it, and guarding his hand from doing any evil. And let not the son of the foreigner who has joined himself to Yahweh speak, saying, Yahweh has certainly separated me from his people, nor let the eunuch say, Look, I am a dry tree. For thus said Yahweh, to the eunuch who guards my Sabbaths, and have chosen what pleases me, and are holding on to my covenant, to them I shall give in my house, and within my walls a place and a name that is better than that of sons and daughters. I give them an everlasting name that is not cut off. Also the sons of the foreigner who join themselves to Yahweh to serve him, and to love the name of Yahweh, to be his servants, all who guard the Sabbath and not profane it, and are holding on to my covenant, them I shall bring to my set-apart mountain, and let them rejoice in my house of prayer. Their ascending offerings and their slaughterings are accepted on my slaughter place, for my house is called a house of prayer for all the peoples. The Master Yahweh, who gathers the outcasts of Israel, declares, I gather still others to him besides those who are gathered to him. All you beasts of the field, come to devour, all you beasts in the forest. His watchmen are blind, all of them, they have not known. All of them are dumb dogs, unable to bark, dreaming, lying down, loving to slumber. And the dogs have a strong appetite, they have never have enough. And they are shepherds, they have not known understanding. All of them look to their own way, every one for his own gain, for his own end, saying, Come, let me bring wine and fill ourselves with strong drink. And tomorrow shall be as today, even much greater. Show me favor, O Elohim. This is Psalm 56. For man would swallow me up. Fighting all day long, he oppresses me. My enemies would swallow me up all day long, for many are fighting against me, O Most High. In the day I am afraid, I trust in you. In Elohim, whose word I praise. In Elohim I have trusted, I do not fear. What could flesh do to me? All day long they twist my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They stir up strife, they hide, they watch my steps, as they lie in wait for my life. Because of wickedness, cast them out. Put down the peoples in displeasure, O Elohim. You have counted my wanderings, you have put my tears into your bottle. Are they not in your book? My enemies turn back in the day I call. This I know, because Elohim is for me. In Elohim, whose word I praise, and Yahweh, whose word I praise. In Elohim I have trusted, I do not fear. What could man do to me? On me, O Elohim, are your vows. I render praises to you. For you have delivered my life from death, my feet from stumbling, that I might walk before Elohim in the light of the living. And Luke chapter 12. Meanwhile, when an innumerable crowd of people had gathered together so that they trampled on one another, he began to say to his taught ones, First, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. And whatever is concealed shall be revealed, and whatever is hidden shall be known. So whatever you have said in the dark shall be heard in the light, and what you have spoken in the ear in inner rooms shall be proclaimed on the housetops. But I say to you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that are unable to do any more. But I shall show you whom you should fear. Fear the one who, after killing, possesses authority to cast into Gehenna. Yes, I say to you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 copper coins? And not one of them is forgotten before Elohim. But even the hairs of your head have all been numbered. Do not fear, you are worth more than many sparrows. And I say to you, everyone who confesses me before men, the son of Adam shall also confess him before the messengers of Elohim. But he that has denied me before men shall be denied before the messengers of Elohim. And everyone who shall speak a word against the son of Adam, it shall be forgiven him. But to him who has blasphemed against the set-apart Spirit, it shall not be forgiven. And when they bring you to the congregations and rulers and authorities, do not worry about how or what you should answer or what you should say. For the set-apart Spirit shall teach you in that very hour what you should say. And someone from the crowd said to him, Teacher, speak to my brother to divide the inheritance with me. But he said to him, Man, who made me a judge or divider over you? And he said to them, Mind and beware of greed, because one's life does not consist in the excess of his possessions. He then spoke a parable to them, saying, The land of a certain rich man yielded well. And he was reasoning within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room to store my crops? And he said, I'm going to do this. Pull down my storehouses and build greater, and store all my crops and my goods there. Then say to myself, Life, you have many goods laid up for many years. Take your ease. Eat, drink, and rejoice. But Elohim said to him, You mindless one, this night your life shall be demanded from you. And who shall own what you have prepared? So is he who is storing up treasure for himself, and is not rich toward Elohim. And he said to his taught ones, For this reason I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you shall eat, nor about the body, what you shall put on. The life is more than the food, and the body is more than the clothing. Look at the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which have neither storehouse nor granary, and Elohim feeds them. How much more valuable are you than the birds? And which of you by worrying is able to add 1 cubit to his lifespan? And if then you are able to do the least, why do you worry about the rest? Look at the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, and I say to you, even Shalomo in all his esteem was not dressed like one of these. And if Elohim so clothes the grass, which today exists in the field and tomorrow is thrown into the furnace, how much more you, O you of little belief? And do not seek what you shall eat or what you shall drink, and do not keep worrying. For the nations of the world seek all these, and your Father knows that you need these. But seek the reign of Elohim, and all these shall be added to you. Do not fear, little flock, because your Father did delight to give you the rain. Sell your possessions and give in kindness. Make yourselves purses which do not grow old, a treasure in the heavens that does not fail, where no thief comes near, nor mouth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart shall be also. Let your loins be girded and your lamps burning, and be like men waiting for their master, when he shall return from the wedding, that when he comes and knocks, they open to him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the master, when he comes, shall find watching. Truly I say to you that he shall gird himself and make them sit down to eat, and shall come and serve them. And if he comes in the second watch or in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants. And know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief comes, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. And you then be ready, for the Son of Adam is coming at an hour you do not expect. And Kepha said to him, Master, do you speak this parable to us, or also to all? And the master said, Who then is the trustworthy and wise manager, whom his master shall appoint over his household, to give the portion of food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master shall find so doing when he comes. Truly, I say to you that he shall appoint him over all his possessions. But if that servant says in his heart, My master is delaying his coming, and begins to beat the male servants and female servants, and to eat and drink and be drunk, then the master of that servant shall come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour that he does not know, and shall cut him in two, and appoint his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant who knew his master's desire, and did not prepare, nor did it according to his desire, shall be beaten with many stripes. But those who did not know, yet did what deserved flogging, shall be beaten with few. And everyone to whom much is given, from him much shall be demanded. And to whom much has been entrusted, from him much more shall be asked. I came to send fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have an immersion to be immersed with, and how distressed I am until it is accomplished. Do you think that I came to give peace on earth? I say to you, no, but rather division. For from now on 5 in one house shall be divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Father shall be divided against son, and son against father, mother against daughter, and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And he also said to the crowds, When you see a cloud rising out of the west, immediately you say, A storm is coming, and so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say, There shall be hot weather, and it is. Hypocrites, you know to discern the face of the heaven and of the earth. But how is it you do not discern this time? And why also do you not judge for yourselves what is right? For as you go with your opponent to a ruler, try hard along the way to settle with him, lest he drag you to the judge, and the judge deliver you to the officer, and the officer throw you in prison. I say to you, you shall certainly not leave there until you have paid even the last mite.